So let us learn about material management today. So when your location grows bigger or starts even, you need to know what kind of materials you have placed at which daycare. And yeah, you could write that by hand in a notebook, but it's much easier and it cannot get lost if you do it on our platform. So this is how you access it. You go normally, you log into our platform, and here you see the different folders: Edu Home, Dashboard, Daycare Admin, and Manage. It's in within the Manage section, and you go to Materials, and then you see your hub, your location. So currently this is Hub Bulbul in Kenya, and you see they don't have any materials here. So the list is empty. So I quickly give you an overview about what you find here at the first glance, and then I will show you how to add the first materials for the first daycares that you are starting with, and those would be the wooden blocks. So let us talk about what you see here on the screen. So you see your location, which is Bulbul. You see that you can sort like you can sort between the materials. Are there long-term materials like foam and wooden blocks, or are there short-term materials like material kits? So you can filter that. So those are all the filter options. And is your material at no location, at the hub, or at the school? You can also filter that, and you can filter of those subjects. Currently, we only have 3 types of materials on our platform. Those are wooden blocks, material kits, and phones if necessary. So let us start with the wooden blocks, since that is always the first material that we hand to daycares. And we add that by pressing the plus button here at the wooden block section. So what we see here is the mask, how to add material. And first of all, you see this very special serial number. This is generated for every single material. It's generated differently, that we can always track each material. And this is done automatically. You don't have to do anything. Here there's the title, wooden blocks, that's already in the mask. But what we need to do is we need to write for which daycare. And we say this is for the daycare Little Star. So you have these wooden blocks already at the office, right? Then you're also able to take a picture and to add it in here. Then you see the date when it was created. It's always the current date. In the description, you do not need to fill anything. You will see later that it's just a general description, but the contents you need to fill. So is it a bigger class where you delivered 1,000 pieces of wooden blocks, or is it a smaller one with 500? Or maybe you have some special other things that you need to write here in the contents. So here we have a normal case, 5 pieces of wooden blocks. Okay, and this is about it. Notes are not really important. Sometimes you have to write some notes here. You can do that. The advanced, you don't need. So when you're done with this, it was very easy. You just press the checkbox here and you find it in your list. Ta-da! You have made the first entry for wooden blocks for Little Star. And you do that with all the daycares, like you need one single entry for every box of wooden blocks. So we open it again. As you can see, I have already added this picture of the actual box, that we always know in what state it was, what material was there. And you see now, this is the wooden blocks case for Little Star wooden blocks. This is the specially generated serial number. It's for Bulbul, the date, The description, as I said before, it's a standard text that you didn't need to write. And here we have the 500 pieces of wooden blocks, and there is just a guide. Be gentle with toys. That can be different from every material to another. And journal is empty. So what you need to do now is write the idea, the ID, not the idea, the ID on the wooden blocks case. So you take a very good pencil, like a thick one, like a permanent marker, and write the whole serial number, this SSSZACTWB152E02. You write in big letters, big numbers, on the wooden blocks case. Because we need to write it somewhere, we need to know which box it was. After that, we also want to print the list of this box, that you can file that in your folder, that you always have that. For that, we press the print button, and then with Control P, what we always do, we print. And here you see everything is on one page. Everything that we just described here, it has the picture, and it also has an additional code which the daycares later are able to scan to take this material into their location or into their daycare. I will show you how that works later, but the only thing you need to do is print that sheet of paper and put it somewhere where you always find it again in your folder.